Howdy. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? Today it's gorgeous. It's beautiful here. Again, I didn't check the temperature. The temperature is beautiful. I don't know, it's nice. It's gonna be warm today. Real sunny already. It's probably a little chilly. It's perfect weather time. Hey Genghis. Hey Terry. It's just perfect weather in Texas, where the mornings are cool still, and it doesn't get too hot. Sunny there too. Hey Ben. Ben, why are you making up bowling scorecards and posting them online? I don't know if that's legal. 6 strikes in a row? Ben bowled 6 strikes in a row, right at the end of his game. Hey Sue, it's overcast. That's impressive, Ben. Well done. I've definitely never bowled 6 strikes in a row. Cloudy there, Terry. Man, the sun is out. You can probably tell by the light in the room. The sun comes up right here, just hits my windows. First thing in the morning. Hey, David. How's it going? I can't remember. David, where are you from? I try to remember everything, but I do forget, if you don't mind saying, David. Hey, Adrian. Good afternoon. Quite a few people joining. You know, yesterday's live stream, a lot of people appeared to be there, but not talking. And I think there were a lot of people watching yesterday while I looked. But it seemed like there were only a few people actually commenting. But some people had commented on other videos like I watched the live stream. Or maybe they watched in replay, but at one point it said there was a lot of people in the live stream. But yeah, Ben, I mean, I don't think 6 in a row is lucky. I've been lucky before and rolled 3 in a row. I believe that's called a turkey. I think in bowling lingo, 3 strikes in a row, isn't that a turkey? I've been lucky and bowled that, but I don't think you get lucky and bowl 6. My fish and chips were great. The chips got a little cold, I'm not gonna lie. The fish still, when I tasted it, was perfect. Yeah, that crumble Terry made, he posted on the Facebook page. If you're not a member of the Facebook page, American Reacts to the US, you can find the group on Facebook and join. But Terry posted that crumble, it looked great. Okay, that's right, Southeast London. Okay, I'm gonna try to remember that, David. I think you probably told me that before. Yeah, we're just talking about food. Yeah, the fish and chips turned out real good. So what I did was, I was worried that Mars bar was gonna get cold and go hard. So I actually ate the Mars bar before I ate the fish and chips. That's when my chips, they kind of got cold. And I'm gonna put out the Mars bar video tomorrow. I decided to do them separate because I wanted to do the Mars bar first. And I thought, if I sit down in one video and eat a Mars bar and then eat fish and chips, that might look funny. So I did it in 2 separate videos. And the Mars bar one will come out tomorrow. And it was glorious. I had a religious experience, I think, when I ate that deep fried Mars bar. It was so good. That video comes out tomorrow. Yeah, thanks, David. Yeah, the fish and chips. I mean, I've made them a bunch of times. So, especially making British style fish is something I've worked on. I saw your ice cream and flake too, Terry. Nathan Reeves. Nathaniel Reeves. Good to see you, buddy. But yeah, that ice cream and flake look real good. I am going to talk about the National Trust, but it was so good, Adrian. So out today, the 10 culture shocks video in England. 10 culture shocks that shock Americans. I do those videos because, I'm curious. You see me do a lot of like culture shock videos. I'm always curious. Now, I will say the videos that I put out recently, they were short videos, and that's why I did them. I had allergies. I'm feeling a lot better today. I haven't taken any medicine, but because we picked out some videos in a live stream, and then I didn't do them. It's because I had to go with shorter videos because I was sneezing a lot. I didn't think I could sit down and react to 15, 20-minute videos. So I picked shorter videos and put those out recently, including that 10 culture shock video. Yeah, I did like Hey on Way. That place is awesome. Um, yeah, Hey on Way. I'll talk about that too. Probably would have had more if they went outside of London. So yeah, here's what I was going to say about that video. I do those because I am interested in learning about any culture shocks. I didn't like the dandelion and burdock. I got some comments I'm going to make about that too. Yeah, Genghis, you catch up whenever. Regarding what I said about my views on videos. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic. Don't worry about that, David says. Just do what you enjoy. That is what I do. I just do what I enjoy. I feel I'm torn about, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. I'm torn about views on videos because I don't care. I just do what I want. I do. You see that, hopefully. I just do what I want. At the same time, I do care. Like, I don't want to do things that, I don't know, I'm just driven to succeed. So I both do things that would hurt my channel consciously, like reacting to small places like Hey on Way. I know that's not going to get a lot of views. I do it anyway, because it's what I want. But then, I do lament the fact that, man, I'm not getting any views. Right? It's just, I don't know, it's a complicated relationship. I don't care, but I do care. And yeah, I still go ahead and do whatever I want. Like the culture shock video I'm talking about. I do those because I do want to learn. But someone commented, same old video about the same 10 culture shocks. And I agree. I have to agree with that comment. They gave 10 culture shocks. I didn't learn about any new ones that I didn't already know. So I have to agree with that comment. And yet, it won't stop me from doing videos that are titled culture shocks, because occasionally I see one, I go, oh, I didn't know that. And so that's why I do them. And that's why I'm going to keep I'm still gonna do them. YouTube is weird. Yeah, I stick to what I like. That's all I can do, David. Yeah, Genghis, I just do what I want. You see that, right? You see, I just do what I want. I don't do the things that I probably know could get me a lot of views. Oh, that's okay, David. No, you make sense. uh, yeah, I just do what I want. And still in the back of my head, I'm always like, I wish this would get more views. Okay, so like Ben, you sent me that one. Ben sent me information about that big roundabout. And I am going to get to that because, maybe that's something a lot of YouTubers react to. But Ben sent me, I saw the picture of this roundabout and I was curious. I was like, really? I was looking at the photo and I was like, trying to figure out. I'm like, okay, they drive the opposite direction. So let me see, how's this working? And now I'm curious. So even though that's a video that maybe a lot of reactors react to, I'm going to do it anyway because I'm curious. I just do what I want. Sometimes it coincides with what other reactors do. A lot of times it doesn't, especially the small places that I react to. For instance, Heian Way. Loved it. Yeah, Swindon's famous magic roundabout. I will react to that. Thank you, Ben, for sending me the info. I never heard of it. Apparently, a lot of reactors react to it, but I don't care. I'm curious too. So, Heian Way. So y'all told me about that, and oh my gosh, it is for sure 100%. I'm going there, and if it weren't for this channel, I wouldn't have found that. I only just heard about it. Y'all told me about it. Sue, you're right. I love that place. Love that place. I was joking, like, I'll go there. I'll spend all my money. I'll become flat broke with a bunch of books to make a cardboard house and live on the streets, begging people to get my next book fix. That place, it could turn me into an addict. Books everywhere. I'd just be living on the streets, die penniless with a ton of books. That's what could happen to me. Yeah, it's a lovely area, Adrian. Yeah, I've looked at places along that area. But yeah, it's a can't miss for me. It goes on my list. I'm going to probably sit down today and do a planning diary, chapter 2. And it goes on the list. I have to go there. Right, Sue? Sue's laughing. Be a book addict. Get hooked on the stuff. Just begging people to walk by. Can I just... Has anyone got a book? You're getting the inside knowledge. Yeah, Terry, that's why I'm doing the channel, really. It's not about getting views. It's about getting the inside knowledge. And still, I want views. It's complicated. Yeah, it's like the Glastonbury Festival of Books, Adrian says. Yeah, I love it. I love it. And Sage is going to love it too. He loves books. He loves books. Yeah, Heian Way. I think I said it Heian Y at first, but it's Heian Way, right? Yeah. I think I messed it up at first though. Okay. Dandelion and burdock. If y'all want to talk about that, I'll go to that. Or more about Heian Way. But I didn't like it. And it's because of the artificial sweetener. Why are y'all using so much artificial sweeteners? Is it because someone mentioned the sugar tax? So why your drinks? Yeah, I try not to be fake, Genghis. Thank you. There's some nice roundabouts, huh, David? I'll check them out. I am going to get to the National Trust. But we're just talking about the videos right now. The dandelion and burdock. Somebody said your drinks have the sugar tax, right? So a lot of them have artificial sweeteners. To me, that's so weird. In the U.S., if a drink has an artificial sweetener, guaranteed it says diet on that drink. Diet Coke, diet whatever. If there's no sugar in a drink, 100% it says diet on the label. Or sugar-free. But your drinks like Iron Brew and Dandelion and Burdock, they don't say that. They don't say sugar-free. They don't say diet. And then they have that. Yeah, our drinks will say 0 sugar. It's true there too, Nathan, but why doesn't Iron Brew? Iron Brew didn't say diet. It didn't say sugar-free. Neither did Dandelion and Burdock. It didn't say diet on that Dandelion and Burdock. It didn't say sugar-free. I didn't expect it. And then I looked at it and I was like, saccharin. I don't like saccharin. That's why. That's why I didn't like Iron Brew. It had aspartame. And that's why I didn't like the Dandelion and Burdock. The diet stuff is worse. Yeah, if that Dandelion and Burdock would have had sugar in it and not saccharin, I probably would have liked it. Same with the Iron Brew. If it had sugar like the 1901, it didn't have aspartame. And I liked it. So yeah. And then when I saw it had saccharin in it, I was like, isn't that banned in the US? You don't like aspartame, Genghis? That's what's in Iron Brew. But when I saw it had saccharin, immediately I thought, isn't saccharin banned in the US? Didn't they ban that like in the 70s? But I looked it up. We didn't ban saccharin. But here's what happened. In the 70s, they made any product in the US that contained saccharin put a cancer warning label. They thought at the time, well they did, at the time they found out that saccharin caused cancer in rats. And so all US products that contained saccharin had to come with a cancer warning label by law. That happened in the 70s. And so most products in the US that use saccharin, they stopped using saccharin. They didn't have to, they could have, but they would have had to put a warning label, warning against cancer. And so products are like, no way, we'll find something else. Except for a few products, like Sweet and Low. That sweetener is saccharin, and they just put the warning label on Sweet and Low. May cause cancer. And they did, they kept it, they used it, they always kept it. But in the year 2000, they changed that. And they've decided saccharin doesn't cause cancer in humans, only rats. And so now there's no warning label on Sweet and Low. But most US companies, they just stopped using saccharin and they never went back. And it made me think, isn't this banned? But it never was banned. And apparently you didn't have that, I guess. Anyway, that's why I didn't like Dandelion and Burdock. They're mowing the lawn across the street, I'm sorry. It's going to get loud, especially when they break out their leaf blowers. Okay, so I guess it's the sugar. I guess it's the sugar tax that has some of your companies, some of your drinks not using sugar. Is it that bad, the sugar tax? Is it that bad? I guess it is. Guess that's the point, is to try to make companies use less sugar. Anyway, out tomorrow will be the deep fried Mars bar. And finally, I'll get back to the videos that the sugar tax is bad, David. I'll get back to the videos we picked out in a live stream. So tomorrow I will be the Yorkshire Dales video, which I've reacted to a lot. There may be places in that video I've already seen, but there may be places or two I haven't seen. You're not a fan of the sugar tax, Ben? Yeah, they didn't have Finneman's Dandelion and Burdock King. I bet it has, the Finneman's has glucose syrup. Finneman's would be better with cane sugar, but it was good. I did like the Finneman's. You make your own fizzy drinks, huh, Terry? Yeah. Get syrups. Yeah, if it was with natural sugar, like Adrian said in the 70s, I would have liked it. I would have liked it. But as was, all I could taste was the saccharin. Also out tomorrow, the mudlarking video. So that's what's coming out tomorrow. I feel much better. Those videos are a little longer. And I feel like I'm not going to sneeze during them. Okay. I do want to talk about the National Trust. Do y'all have a lot of information? I have the website, nationaltrust.org.uk, and some people were telling me about it. And I definitely want to look into it and see what all that covers, how it all works, how much it costs. Are any of you familiar with the National Trust? Maybe you're members, maybe you buy, I don't know. Curiosity Cola has cane sugar. I bet that's the best one, Gingas. Yeah, have some floats this summer. You used to be a member, Sue. Is it really good? I'm going to read information. Feel free to tell me about it. The only other thing, I have left from the British Emporium is this. I'm going to make a Sunday roast. You were a member, Genghis, and Nathan, you are a member. You love it? Is it great? I'm going to talk about it, where I can go, what it costs. If you have any ideas for this, I'm going to make a Sunday roast. You want me to you have any ideas? Let me know now in the comments. What meats do you want me to roast? What veggies? Any other ideas for Bisto? You're not a member, Nathan? Okay. But Sue used to be, and Genghis, was it worth it? This is the other thing I have left from British Emporium. If you have any ideas, I'm going to make a pickle and cheese sandwich. Any ideas besides that? Because I don't mind. I kind of like trying it a few different ways. David says you can gain access to a lot of privately owned and listed buildings, right, via the National Trust. They don't charge for reasoning on the grounds, right? Okay. But it's worth it if you can visit a few places because, right, Nathan, I want to see what places are on it, and if there's enough on it that it would be worth it, I'm going to do it. Is it onion flavor? No. Bisto, that is beef. Oh, Bisto, gotta make it thick. Okay. Use the liquid from the meat for added flavor. Okay. Again, thank you for the tips. A Plowman's, Terry? A Plowman's lunch? I could. So that's not just the sandwich, right? I was looking it up. A Plowman's lunch is kind of like a charcuterie plate. That's what I saw. I could do something like that. It's about 80 pounds last time I looked. Nathan, I'm going to look right now. I have the website up. Otherwise, it's individual admission. Okay, you want me to roast beef, Genghis? Should I do multiple meats? We can talk about all these things at once. It's good. Yeah, I'm gonna look up, Nathan, what it would cost right now and all the details. Share that live. Right, a plowman's lunch is a selection of different foods, Terry. I could do this. I could watch a video about a plowman's lunch. Like if you remember how I did the rarebit, the Welsh rabbit, I watched a video and then at the end I made it and tried it. I could watch a video about a plowman's lunch and then have it prepared and do the tasting right after. Maybe that's an idea. You also have English Heritage that does other places. Is it work the same way, Nathan? Like you buy a pass and it gives you multiple entries? I may need to look that up. It was good, Sue, especially when the kids were younger. A good mix of properties and countryside. Okay. Nathan. Oh, yes, it does work the same way. Okay. English Heritage, I'll look that up. Anyway, if you have ideas for these two, throw them out there. I'm sorry for the noise every Monday across the street. I always forget they do it at this time, same time. Okay, so I have the National Trust covers so many places: Castle Garden, stately homes, some beaches. Similarly, English Heritage. Oh, you just checked 96 per year? Yeah, I've got it. Oh man, got it right here. The tablet's done. Okay, it says discover more than 500 places to visit and lots of events to get involved in. Okay. Houses and buildings, historic houses and buildings, outdoor activities, including off-road cycle tracks, walking trails, and coastlines. Okay. Yeah, I'm on their website. So it's pretty extensive. A lot of art and collections you can see. Okay. Oh, on this website you can even go on virtual visits of some of these places. You worked on Farms of Plowman's, this cheese and pickle sandwich, something simple and quick. Well, I think it has developed into meaning two things, David. Sometimes the plowman's sandwich, they just call it cheese and pickle. But also, I think it started out as like a plate of like meats and cheeses and pickles and bread. I've seen it mean two different things. Your elder parent, they love going to your elderly parents. GK. Okay, so, wow. I'm looking for the prices here too. Alright, I'm going through the services. Wow, they do a lot of stuff, don't they? Interesting they don't have the price just right here. Okay, membership. They have different types of membership. Apparently. Let's see if they are half-term adventures. Okay, they have joint, family, individual, or lifetime. So they don't have different prices for foreigners? They don't, do they? And the US does. Usually, if you're not something like this, usually in the US, if you're not from the US, it'd be more expensive. So that's interesting. $96 a year. Sage would only, it says 18 years, 18 to 25, $48. So he'd be half price. So for $150, just under, I could get both of us these benefits that are free entry to more than 500 places, free parking at most National Trust car parks. Also comes with the National Trust Handbook and magazine. Okay, where's the list of every place I could go? For those of you who've had it before, like where's the best place you've been to? It seems like it's worth it, $150, even if I only go to a few of these places. Pounds, sorry, pounds. Yeah, I said dollars. The Branston Pickle logo is bring out the Branston on commercials. You can add it. Most savory food, sandwiches, and salads, especially cheese. Good food, usually, too. Oh, really? Good food at some of these places? What's the deal with all these gardens that you guys... They're retail gardens, right? I've heard of these places that you called, I think, just gardens. Like, I think they're retailers, but then they have like cafes or something. You just go and hang out there. Some of these are listed on here. Nurseries. Alright, I want to see what all is on here. It says find your next visit, enter a location. Well, I don't know. I don't know what I'm even looking for. It says treasured history, tasty treats, choose your own adventure. Okay, it says explore. Oh no, that's not a button. This isn't very helpful, I gotta be honest. I just want a list. Garden centers, Terry. Okay, here's just a list. Okay, this isn't even... They got a list of 5 gardens and parks, countryside, coast and beaches, castle and forts. So I guess I just have to go through all 5, not nurseries, sorry. Just public gardens. Gardens and parks. Coast and beaches, countryside, castle and forts, sites and monuments, churches and chapels, mills, forges and mines, villages and pubs, houses. So I just have to go through all 500. Stourhead. I have to just go through all 500 and see which ones I might want to go to. Because I don't know which are which. Garden Center's not National Trust. Okay. It just says gardens. Okay, I just clicked on the castles button. Tells me Alfred's Tower, Addingham Park Estate, Bodiam Castle or Bodiam Castle Drogo, Chirk Castle and Garden, Kilgarran Castle, Compton Castle, Corfe Castle. Okay, Corfe is one in Dorset. Okay, so that's one I have looked at before. And okay, so that's a National Trust. Dalton Castle in Cumbria. Maybe Jennifer, Duffield, Dunstanburgh, Dunster Castle in Somerset. This is one I've seen. The book you get is broken up into what is in each area. That's how the website, oh, it's not by area on the website. It's just by like I say, I just put in castles. But there's already 2 I've seen. And some of these, just because I haven't heard of them, doesn't mean I'm not interested. Knoll Leith Hill in Surrey, Leith Hill in Dorking. I'm going to be there. Lindisfarne Castle in Northumberland. Lundy in Devon. Okay, this seems like this is a good idea, right? It seems like this is a good idea. But I should look into garden centers, shouldn't I? I haven't looked at any. That's a separate topic, but I should react to garden centers? What's the best one? Should I look up? Scotney Castle in Kent? Okay, I can already see. Yeah, I can already see that this is something I probably should get. And I should look into the English heritage. Okay, one second. I'm having trouble with my. I'm having trouble. Technical difficulties. Okay, sorry. I had to mess with that. I should get these. I feel like I should get this. I'm gonna do a planning my trip diary coming soon. I'll probably do one a week. It's been about a week since I did the first one, and I'm gonna look up English heritage, and I'm gonna make a list from that. Anyway, I'll talk about that coming up in a trip planning diary session where I get more information. But I feel like, yeah, the National Trust, that's a no-brainer. If I just go to a few of these places, it's worth it. And that's not very expensive. I guess it's probably cost me about, I don't know, $200, £150. It seems worth it, and I'll check into English heritage. And yeah, garden centers. I haven't seen any, but I keep hearing about them. Maybe I'll look some up. Maybe there's one you recommend. Does every city and town just have garden centers? Burford Garden Center in the Cotswolds worth checking out. Okay. Do most cities just have them? I like that Hay on Way had a market like 4 days a week. That's interesting. I love that. I just want to move to Hay on Way. Sue, you coming? Who's coming with me? I'm moving to Hay on Way. Who's coming with me? I'm gonna go get strung out on books. Um, you're swamped with garden centers. Do you enjoy them, Sue? Do you like them? I trust Sue's opinion. She loves books, but she also loves garden centers. And I'm gonna look into them. I feel like my tablet was dying a little bit. I thought I had it charged, but that's where I have the National Trust website. Or I keep going over some of the places listed in different categories, but 500, I only read a few of the castles and saw at least two. And I bet you if I go through that list of 500 on my own time, I'm going to find a lot more. And I keep learning about new stuff like Skipton and Hay on Way. Skipton I like, too. There's too much. There's too much. I'm gonna try to break down a perfect trip and then start culling it, which is gonna hurt. But I'm gonna create a trip that is probably too massive to do, and then cull it down. That's gonna hurt. There's so much I want to see. Cafes, bookshops, readings, and garden center. That sounds nice. Did you mention one, Genghis, I didn't see? Hampton Court Garden, Chelsea Flower Show. Genghis said. Sorry, I missed that one. Yeah, it's impossible, Adrian, to see everything. It's impossible. Adrian, you get out a lot. Terry, Ben, we need to get them out. I'll come there, Terry, and I'll buy an extra pass. And then you gotta come along with. Adrian's seen a lot and still hasn't seen it all. Terry, you said you haven't seen much at all. Need to drag you out on some excursions. You're going to Bristol tomorrow, and that's nearby. I think you said you've never been to London. Although you don't like big cities. So, you should still go. Take you to some of these national trust places. Okay, so while we're talking about making a pickle and cheese sandwich. Okay, so the best place, been in Birmingham, it's very busy. It has, did you know that Birmingham has more canals than Venice? People always comment that. It's like 3-4 times the size of Venice. Birmingham, maybe more. It's Birmingham's way hiya, Chubby. Birmingham's way bigger than Venice. But then people, we have more canals than Venice. Well, you should. You're huge. It looks good, Birmingham. That's something I'm trying to figure out how to fit into the trip. I don't know. Because right now I'm not sure. But, okay, let's talk about cheese. Do y'all care? Can we talk about cheese? We can keep talking about all this other stuff too, but can we talk about cheese, y'all? Let's talk about cheese. Because I'm going to do this Branston pickle and cheese sandwich. We can always talk about cheese, Ben. I'm still amazed that Ben bowled 6 strikes. And as much as I don't want to, because I feel like Ben's shady. He's always playing pranks. He's always trying to scare me. But I feel like, I believe that he bowled 6 strikes in a row. I do believe him. And I am amazed. I juggled yesterday. In the live stream, watch the playback. I juggled eggs. Are you equally amazed, Ben? I could have juggled cheese if I wanted to. If you've got 3 things, I'll give it a try to juggle. Anyway, I've shown you guys in some live streams some cheeses. When I was like in Sprouts, when I was in Whole Foods, I'll show you all the cheese. I don't think you were there when I was in Whole Foods the other day, Sue, but we saw some Wensleydale cheese. One was cherry and one was blueberry. They didn't just have any Wensleydale cheese that didn't have fruit in it. Is that common? Or does your Wensleydale cheese usually just no fruit? You can't juggle to save your life. Yeah, I juggled eggs. It was high stakes. Coming extra large crisp anywhere? Nowhere else? Well, good for Cumbria, Choppy. The moon is made from cheese. Is it British cheese? British cheddar cheese with the Branston, then try. Yeah, I'm gonna get English cheddar. You can juggle, Choppy. Well, you and me, we're awesome. Yeah, Sue, I didn't see Wensleydale playing when I was at Whole Foods. Okay? we're talking about Wensleydale, but I'm gonna buy English cheddar for the Branston pickle. But, so I've shown you cheese in a few places in Dallas, but where I buy cheese, I haven't taken you. Central Market is the best place to buy English cheese. It's where I get my favorite English cheddar. Should I take y'all there? Not right now. Y'all want to go there in the live stream tomorrow? Then you can pick out some English cheeses, British cheeses. They might even have, I don't know. They might have some Northern Irish cheese. I don't know. They definitely have my favorite English cheddar. You have 4 different cheeses in the fridge. Philadelphia, extra mature, cheddar, Parmesan, and feta. Maybe that's what I'll do in the live stream tomorrow. I'll take you to Central Market. They have the best English cheese choices. And it's where I buy my English cheese. And I have never taken you there. Okay, I'll do that tomorrow in the live stream. Stinking Bishop cheese. They're probably going to have the biggest selection that I know of cheese and English cheese in particular. And we can pick out maybe a few. I'll make sure I get an English extra mature cheddar to go with my Branston pickle. But maybe I can find some, they definitely have Stilton there too. And maybe I could find some Wensleydale. Maybe I could do a cheese tasting video. Here's what I always wonder is, so I get these English cheeses from there, and I wonder, like, will you recognize the brand? You know what I mean? Will it be brands there that you're like, oh yeah, that's the one? Or are they, I don't know, different popular English cheddar here is not the brand you like? I don't know. Stilton? Yeah, well, I can get some Stilton. I've had Stilton. Blue Stilton. They definitely have Stilton. Stilton is nice with Branston. Maybe I'll try it 2 ways. Yeah, they definitely have Stilton. I can get Stilton. Alright, tomorrow's live stream, I'll take y'all. I'll go there. It's not far. And I'll start the live stream from there. And then y'all can help me. We'll just look at the cheese. Now, get ready. Because you're going to be like, oh my gosh, those prices are so expensive. They are. They are. To get good English cheddar in the U.S., it's expensive. And Central Market is a very expensive, it's the most expensive grocery store where I'm going to take you. It's top of the line, most expensive grocery store around here. It's like double the price of Walmart. Oh, they do samples. Yeah, they'll have samples out, cheeky. They'll have crackers. It's fancy. It's fancy at Central Market. They'll let you taste. They usually have them out and you can taste. Yeah, you've been to Bristol. You go to Bristol a lot, huh, I love Bristol. I have another reaction to Bristol coming out soon. And Cambridge. I saw a video I want to react to. Cambridge. Best served with a glass of port. I don't really like port, David. It's too sickly sweet. But it might be good now that I'm thinking about it. It might be good with a glass of port. Sometimes when you're eating food, it changes the way drinks taste. Oh, is Central Market a shop? Yeah, Central Market is a grocery store chain. And they are expensive. They're called Central Market. No, it's not an outdoor market. It's a very fancy grocery store. Very fancy. But they have the best selection of English cheddar. and it's pricey. I basically only go there for the English cheddar. That's when I need English cheddar, I go to Central Market. I just pick that up and I leave. Yeah, pork can be sweet. But with Stilton, now that you say it, I'm starting to be convinced. Yes, I'm laughing at Choppy. Yeah, well, your sister got confused, huh? And those places are not the same. All right, I'll take y'all to Central Market and we'll pick out some cheese tomorrow. I don't know if that'll take a whole hour, but I could take the bus. Usually I drive, but I could take the bus and make sure I get a paper bus pass, and then I could come home on the bus. Y'all could see that at the end if you want. A nice red sounds good, always with cheese. Stilton is you love it or hate it. I like Stilton. I've had Stilton. I've never had Wensleydale. Cheddar and Somerset will be, I know, I love cheddar so much, and the cider. Somerset. If I somehow survive Hale Way and don't get strung out on books there, and then I make it my way over to Somerset, I'm gonna get hooked on cheddar and cider. Right? And I'll really be in trouble. I'll be lugging around a bunch of books I got from Hale Way. And then I'll spend all the rest of my money on cheddar and cider. And I'll have to build a house out of those books and live there in my house of books. Don't get too drunk. I won't. I don't really have a drinking problem. Luckily. But, alright, I guess I'm just kind of coming to the end of my live stream. But National Trust, I feel like that's a slam dunk. I'm going to get me, Sage, and Terry a pass. You can go, can't you, Terry? Cider's really strong. You could get a hangover, right? Yeah, I know. Anything could give you a hangover if you drink too much. Cheddar and cider? Yeah, sounds pretty good too. I want to order some Thatchers. I'm waffling on that. I can order Thatchers and have it delivered. But then I'm like, should I wait until I get there and try Somerset? But then I'm like, well, if I get Thatchers, there's still going to be a lot more cider for me to try. Oh, you send me an email, Nathan? I'll check it out. Cheese is a wide topic. Oh man, there's good cheese. European cheeses. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, cheddar from England that's got to be the best in that category. But I mean, the French make good cheeses. The Italians make good cheeses. Almost every country in Europe has some type of cheese. Yeah, I won't be able to try any cider on tap, Genghis, until I get there. So I might as well go ahead and order some Thatchers and try it. Yeah, Swiss, they make good cheese. There's a lot. We do make good cheese in the U.S., in the Northwest, and in Wisconsin, in the Midwest. We call this Wisconsin. They do make good top-of-the-line artisanal cheeses in the U.S. Not, not mass-produced cheeses, but there's some pretty good Wisconsin cheddars. And other cheeses. In places like Washington State and Oregon, they make some good cheese too. Yeah, the cheap mass-produced cheeses, yeah. The best mass-produced brand in the U.S. is Tillamook. But it's okay. It's okay. It's not that great. Yeah. The UK makes top-notch cheeses. for sure. Livingston. Good to see you. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to wrap things up. Tomorrow I'll take y'all. Well, I'll start the live stream in Central Market. I've noticed when I live stream, when I start out and about, the signal is usually good, but the more I move around and walk further, sometimes the signal gets a little shaky. But if I start in Central Market and just stay there, that live stream, it should be clear, hopefully. So I'll go there, I'll start the live stream in Central Market. That way you should be able to clearly see what cheeses I'm showing you and let me know, oh, you recognize that brand. Or, no, you don't recognize that cheese. I'm curious to know, will you recognize our UK cheese that we have? David Stone, Cathedral City. Jerry says Cathedral City's a great mass-produced cheese. King says David Stone ain't bad. Yeah, you probably have better mass-produced cheese than we do. I think so. I think our Tillamook is okay, mass-produced, but a lot of like just store brands that you can get in the U.S., not that good. Walmart cheese, not good. Cathedral City is good, David says. But yeah, I'll just start the live stream right there in the cheese section of Central Market tomorrow. And y'all can help me pick out some cheese for my Branston pickle. Maybe get some Stilton. I just want to try Wensleydale if we can find it. And maybe see if they have Cathedral City. I've never heard of that brand. Maybe they have that at Central Market, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I never heard of that brand. But yeah, maybe pick out a few cheeses from my channel. But I'm gonna wrap things up. Again, congratulations on bowling. Terry, your crumble looked delicious. I want some. If you guys aren't a member of the Facebook group, you can find it, American Reacts to the UK Facebook group. You can see Terry's crumble there that he made yesterday. But it's good to see you, Terry, and Nathan, and Adrian, and Genghis, and David, and Livingston Coopers. But yeah, Cheeky Monkey, y'all can join the Facebook group if you'd like. And yeah, congrats. Ben, you can't juggle, so I'm a little less impressed. Choppy, you can juggle. Good on you. Good to see you all. Cheeky Monkey, Adrian, David, Ben, Nathan, Terry. I'm just reading everyone's name now. 2 or 3 times. Sue, good to see you. I don't know. Did I miss anyone? Sometimes people I know, you're here and you do not comment. And that's okay. You just like to watch. But thank you for joining the live stream if you're here and you didn't say anything today. Nathan, good to see you, buddy. I'll check out that email that you sent me. And Wayne from Dallas, Texas, signing out. Cheers, everybody.